All right, so let's jump right into this Caris Lavert trade that happened this week. So Cleveland received Caris Lavert in a 2022 second round pick, while the Indiana Pacers received Ricky Rubio, a 2022 first round pick, a 2022 second round pick, and a 2027 second round pick. Now, I think this is a really good trade for the Cavaliers, who at this moment are sitting at number 2 in the Eastern Conference. And I know that Eastern Conference is a lot more competitive this year, where the top 6 teams are all vying for a first place spot within a game or two of each other. But I think this really adds something to their guards and their scoring, because the issue here was Colin Sexton got injured way early this year. So no one really thought Cleveland was going anywhere. Like, when you thought about Cleveland before the year started, no one could have thought that they'd be in contention for that first seed in the Eastern Conference. But that's where they are. And a large part of that is due to their all-star guard, Darius Garland, their almost all-star center, Jarrett Allen, and also their new rookie, Evan Mobley, who's playing, he's playing for Rookie of the Year right now. And I think this adds another shot creator to their team, because Ricky Rubio, before he went down with the torn ACL, was playing really well. He was able to take the heat off of Garland, their main shot creator, and put up some good numbers. And, well, he tore his ACL. So I think Caris Levert's numbers this year, he's scoring 18.6 points per game. And I think this is really good because that's all they really need. They just need some points. They need another shot creator to take the heat off of Garland. And for the Cavaliers, they traded an injured player with a torn ACL, so he's not coming back this year to help them in the playoffs, and a couple of picks, which really in the end, those picks are not that big of a deal for them, especially if Mobley turns out the way he's projected to turn out, So and the issue was Ricky Rubio going down hurt their offense, because they're a top 3 defense across the board, but their offense was high at like 12th or 13th before Ricky Rubio went down. Right now, they're sitting at 18th. But since his injury, they've been the 21st ranked offense in the league, and that's not going to help them in the playoffs at all. So this Caris Lavert trade, it adds another shot creator, which will create more offense for them. It also gives them more room to trade Colin Sexton before they have to pay him, because the issue is Colin Sexton, they're doing fine without him. Darius Garland's playing like an all-star this year. And Sexton, well, if Caris Lavert turns out great, which I think he's going to, they might not need him anymore. And they can get some either draft picks in return, or they can get another player to shore up that depth, that guard depth. And this year, though, their big 3 with Garland, Jarrett Allen, and Evan Mobley, they get another more versatile guard that can create more shots for them. And I guess as an example, we can talk about his most recent game. It's his second game with this team, his new team, and it was against his former team, the Pacers. Darius Garland was also not playing because of injury, and his stat line across the board for Caris Levert's stat line was 36 minutes. In 36 minutes, he had 22 points on 52.6% shooting, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block. And at the end of the fourth quarter, he had 8 points where he was creating his own shots. He had these really nice fadeaway shots. And this was a huge comeback win for the Cavaliers, who were down 21 in this first or second quarter. But yeah, Caris Lavert, he's also, you can't really call him a veteran guard, but he is 27 years old. He's played on the Brooklyn Nets. He's played on the Pacers now. And now he's playing with Cleveland. He adds a little bit of that leadership. He knows what he's talking about. He's played with Kevin Durant for a little bit, and so he's learned a lot of things. He can add, because this is a really young team. When you look at Mobley, when you look at Garland, when you look at Allen, he can add something to this team, not just in his scoring, but also in his mentality. And I just think this is a really good trade for Cleveland. The Pacers, on the other hand, they get an injured player and they get a few first-round picks. Now, we'll talk about their other bigger trade later with Halliburton, but I think this is good because they get a few picks and they get another veteran guard that can help their young team, even on the bench. And that's all I've got to say about this Cleveland trade.